So this isn't really any kind of a news-based subject on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but it's something I think is worth talking about and making a few counterpoints to. So, Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be a movie, and like many movies, it has trailers on social media, and like everything on social media, everybody that cares about it is giving their thoughts on the subject, be them positive or negative. And then there are the folks that are just gonna insult you simply for caring. And I've noticed much of that comes in the form of the bigger media. Obviously, this isn't the first time this has happened. I recall The Last Jedi, anyone that disliked the movie or felt too passionately about it, the media and scientists everywhere were trying to pathologize it. How could anybody have such an emotional response to a motion picture? So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about the whole sort of the blame the fans culture, and give my 2 cents on it and fan backlash in general. As per the usual, this video is sponsored by NordVPN. With my discount code, you can get 4 months free with a 3-year subscription, so stay protected for less. The discount code, the link, and information is in the description below. Alright, well, let's do this. I was browsing through my social media feeds looking for memes, looking for news, as I usually do on a Sunday morning, and I stumbled across this Metro article, and it was Sonic was always doomed in Hollywood despite million-dollar edits. And a point that the journalist makes is not even fictional animals originating in 1991 can escape heated critique, it appears. The heat got so bad, in fact, that a new trailer was made to appease the punters, even though we should all be celebrating the fact that he's even getting a big screen welcome at all. And then the general point of the article is, and fans still unhappy with this? That people are complaining that Sonic is still not going to be accurate enough to the video games? And it all just reminded me of the Conan skit where they had the the perhaps too anatomically correct Sonic come rocking up and basically call out the fans for demanding this redesign. And while I thought the costume was hilarious, I thought the message of it was still kinda eh. So basically the general point people are making is if you bellyached so much about a Hollywood redesign of Sonic the Hedgehog in the first place, your priorities clearly aren't in the right place. Because there are bigger problems such as climate change and politics and poverty and famine. And if people focused even half of the energy that they put into calling for a Sonic the Hedgehog redesign into subjects like this, the world would probably be a happier place. But I, for one, don't believe it has to boil down to anybody that cares about this is sad. I had a bit of a debate with a fella in my comment section at one stage about the importance of a character like Sonic the Hedgehog to a lot of people. And I'm never going to claim that representation of a fictional hedgehog is going to be as important as, say, the Amazon forest fires. It's not. It just is not. But the implication that you cannot care about anything if it isn't overall important to the overall global order, well, that's totalitarianism. You guys think what you want at the end of the day. And I don't think anyone should make you feel like less just because you do care about something that isn't overall a life or death situation. Now, I'm 100% sure that there are probably some trolls that have been going around trolling the social media feeds of, say, Ben Schwartz, or trolling James Marsden, saying stuff like, oh, this film's gonna suck, you've ruined Sonic, etc, etc, etc. Just pestering people that either tried their best or it's completely out of their control. Such is life with the fandom of absolutely anything. If you remember, if you're a Spider-Man fan, which a lot of people on my channel are, if you remember the Raimi suit controversy, where people were going out of their way to online harass the developers of the Spider-Man PS4 game because they wanted the Raimi suit so badly. It's nothing new, it's bratty fanboy culture. There's literally a book you can buy on Amazon called The Fandom Menace, A Fandom Betrayed. Now, this is not an endorsement, this is me saying some people really do not have a grip because they wrote a novel series about how they were betrayed as fans. Oh my god, get a life. And I'm saying this is quite a passionate fan. Like, while I wasn't harassing devs or anything, I was one of the people saying, yeah, I would love to have the Raimi suit in Spider-Man PS4. I was one of the folks, while not harassing any individuals or anything like that, was saying, yes, the new Sonic the Hedgehog design looks bad. And what these articles seem to miss is the fact that it wasn't just Sonic fans campaigning for Sonic's change. The problem with this Sonic the Hedgehog design in the first place wasn't that it was inaccurate, it was the fact that it's just a bad design. The whole point of Sonic, like any cartoon animal character, is he's supposed to be appealing to children. Realistic human anatomy anatomy, when put into animation, is something that generally comes out with scary results. Anybody who's watched The Polar Express can tell you that. Anybody that's seen the Cats trailer can tell you that. And like with the Cats trailer, if you put that onto an animal, it looks even scarier. Now you have this silhouette of Sonic with more humanoid anatomy, and that looks kind of creepy enough, but then you switch on the lights and you notice, oh my god, he's got nostrils, he's got lips, he's got gums, and it's actively terrifying to look at. It's scary. This isn't cute like a real animal in real life is, because it's this weird hybrid between human features and cartoon animal features, and it's just frightening. And the thing is, by and large, you don't have to be a Sonic fan to know how Sonic is supposed to look. And by and large, the majority of people that will be in theaters when the Sonic the Hedgehog movie comes out, if all goes to plan, will be families with small children that have probably never touched a Sonic game before, because that's the kind of audience that this film is supposed to appease. So if you have this goosebumps looking sleep paralysis demon, A, that's just not gonna work, and B, regardless of that, everybody knows what Sonic the Hedgehog looks like. This isn't something where people are gonna go do their research later and discover, oh, he looks like this. And that is where the studios underestimated the importance of this character design. So it's not people being bratty fanboys demanding for them to change that design and everything, it's just everyone saying, hey, that didn't work. And it's not just the fans, it's everybody was in agreement that that design just did not work. Now, something that the Metro article goes on to talk about is how people are still saying the film looks like a very unfunny film. How it's still gonna suck because blah 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 blah. Some saying they want something a bit more accurate to the video games with more of the cast that we've come to know over the years from the video games. Some folks wanting something fully animated, and other folks just really criticizing the humor and the overall feel of the new trailer. And of course, the article kind of calls that out, but I don't think there's any reason to call that out because that is just how the internet works at the end of the day. People have these platforms where they can air their feelings about it, and to be honest, are they hurting anybody? My verdict is, I think you could make a fully animated Sonic the Hedgehog movie with all the characters we've come to love over the years, and make it work, and make it appeal to kids and everything. But I understand that's a lot more of a hard sell. I know that there are fans out there that will accept nothing but Jeffrey St. John's and Sally Acorn fucking on the big screen just as Ken Penders wanted. I'm not one of those people, and I assure you those are a very, very, very small vocal minority. Probably the minority of Ken Penders himself. My view is, though, I think it's a bit unfair to kind of impose that on the film itself. We do always have to remember, and I did say in a previous video, that this is not made for fans, it is made for newcomers to the franchise, and to draw new people into it, and show them a good time. And no, the humor is not gonna be some highbrow Curb Your Enthusiasm shit. It's not. At the end of the day, like, I'm excited for this movie, but I thoroughly admit it is made for children. It is a kids movie. I mean, at the most you could call it a family movie, because I think if it was straight up for kids, it would be a bit different. It is a family film. You've got your audience surrogate in there for the parents to enjoy in the form of James Marsden's cop character Tom. They're clearly trying to draw in a bit of the Jim Carrey fan base as well, with his version of Dr. Robotnik not really having much in common with Dr. Robotnik that we all know and love, but it's a 90s style Jim Carrey performance. But I still have my mind open that this could take us by surprise and end up being more like a love letter to the 90s, but I think at the end of the day, the realistic thing here is that it is a children's film first and foremost. And you don't need to justify yourself going to see a children's film on the big screen if you just want to see a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, because at the end of the day, how many of us here went to see, say, Wreck-It Ralph or Frozen on the big screen and are adults? And that's just what I find a bit strange about this, is this weird amount of peer pressure online from, like, say, the Conan skit or the Metro article saying you're kind of a loser if you care about this stuff. At the end of the day, the world has a lot of issues, and this film has a lot of issues, and we can talk about both. I think there is room in our heads to talk about both. And obviously, if it comes down to it, obviously the more important things take priority, but while the trailer's out there, and I'm in the comment section of that trailer, I'm not going to be talking about climate change, I'm going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's just how the internet works. That is just how it works. So no, don't let people think that you feel a bit too passionately about this. At the end of the day, it's your interest, it's something you care about, so go ahead and make your voices heard. That's not me advocating for harassing people online, and that's not me advocating for harassing people that don't agree with you, because I've made enough videos on that Joker movie to understand how fucking annoying that is. Just, you know, make your voices heard, but be a good human being. Simple. It's like my whole view on the Star Wars thing as well. I didn't like The Last Jedi, but I tend to get painted into the same brushstroke as people that went out of their way to harass Kelly Marie Tran for playing Rose Tico in that film. No. And I don't want to be painted into the same crowd as the people with the picket signs saying this is just SJW propaganda. No, that's not me either. I just didn't like the film because I didn't like the story, simple. And I'm not going to act like this film betrayed me. I'm not going to take it personally. It's a film, win or lose, take it or leave it. Will I say how I feel? Yeah, I'll say how I feel. That's why I've got this YouTube channel going. But that doesn't blindsight me to bigger issues in life, because we've all got issues of our own, to be honest. Like, even if we're not just talking about big global issues, people have important issues of their own, such as mental health, such as job dissatisfaction. Like, please, media, don't patronize me. I'm aware that there are bigger problems in the world than Sonic the Hedgehog, because I've got them for myself. So yeah, the bottom line is don't just slurp down whatever you get. Don't let the media patronize you. Don't let anyone patronize you. Just you do you. Because I think, to be honest, with the amount of finger pointing when it comes to like film these days and how political of a subject film has become for some fucking reason, people sometimes just need to hear. You do you. Well, what do you guys think? Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below is a link to my Patreon and my Discord server. Now, I will be completely real, I'm not sure how much longer I want to continue doing the Discord server. It's something that's quite fun, but there is a lot of maintenance involved in keeping it a credible place to be. It was kind of a means of connecting with viewers, and I thought that was a nice idea, but to be honest, it's a bit too much for me. And I kind of just want to focus on content. I have reopened the Channel Pup Twitter and the Channel Pup Instagram accounts though, and you can talk to me there. But I don't know what's going to be happening with the Discord, so let me know what you feel about that as well. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. This video is brought to you by Zentai for all your cosplay needs. Link is in the description below and they are very cool and good. Cosplay your favorite characters or send in one of your own designs. Affordable prices and very high quality. Made to order and made to measure. But most of all, made to be heckin' awesome, if you couldn't already tell.